the question which we will discuss today is discuss the concept of smart factory. Discuss the concept of smart factory, right? So what are the various opportunities and challenges it is expected to bring? Opportunities and challenges it is expected to bring, right? It is expected to bring. Opportunities, benefits, or challenges it is expected to bring. Yes, Paramjit, you are raising your hand. Tell me.
Yes, sir. I was saying कि जेदा last question कल वाला सीगा उधर चुपा land ceiling वगैरह जेडे points लिखे सी.
Which points?
Hello.
Which
Hello.
points? Yes.
Sir,
Tell me.
land reforms वाला कर रहे सी ना ਆਪਾਂ कल. ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ land ceiling, land consolidation, tenancy reforms ਵਗੈਰਾ point ਲਿਖੇ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ.
Yes.
Sir, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਤਲਬ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਪਾਂ will be discuss or not then?
Yes. We are discussing one by one, right?
Okay, sir.
So our question is discuss the concept of smart factory. What are the various opportunities and challenges it is expected to bring, right? So this question will be very easy for Nishank, I think, because he must be already knowing about this. But the question is, you can say, maybe difficult for others, right? So in this question, we will first of all write that what is required, right? Let us do the sketch. Smart factory, right? So this is the concept. Hello, please keep your mic off, right? So smart factory. So this is here we will introduction, right? Introduction and meaning of smart factory. Concept of smart factory, we can see. Introduction about concept of a smart factory. Concept of smart factory. Here we will give this, right? And the next to this, we will, you can say, right here about the opportunities or benefits, we can say, right? Benefits, its benefits, because question can be asked on the benefits also. That is why I will take the benefits here, and in that some opportunities will be covered. So it is for you, but in examination you must have to focus on opportunities only, right? So this is the point. So we can say the next point, right? The next will be challenges, right? And the next point will be about the, you can say, sum up, conclusion, or a sum up of the right, concluding part. So this question is comparatively easier as far as that is concerned. There is nothing for specific planning we can see in this question, right? So today, unfortunately, Nishank's mic is not working. If that could have working, then it would be better, because he could contribute more in this lecture. But anyway, so beta, before discussing this question, let me tell you about the, first of all, industrial revolution. Industrial revolutions, because this question is very much related with that. Industrial revolutions, right? So as far as the industrial revolutions are concerned, so far we have seen the 4 industrial revolutions since the beginning, we can say, right? So far we have seen 4 industrial revolutions since the beginning, right? The 4 industrial revolutions which are there, that is one is, you can say, industrial revolution 1, that is known as the industry 1.0, right? If there is industry 1.0 written, so then that means he is talking about the industrial revolution 1, right? So this revolution came in the, we can say, 18th century, right? 18th century, with the invention of, we can say, steam engine, right? With the invention of a steam engine, this revolution came with that, right? Yes. So this revolution came with that, with the invention of steam engine, right? And after that, there came the, you can say, second industrial revolution, which is known as the industry 2.0, right? In 19th century, we can say, right? In 19th century, with when the electricity was, right, with came with the where the generation of electricity started, right? This came with the electricity. And the next is industry 3.0. This came in, you can say, 1970s, right? 1970s means in 20th century, right? When, you can say, computers came into use, right? Computer age. With the computer age, it came with that. And the next is a industrial revolution 4, which is 4.0. This is the revolution of, we can say, 21st century, right? 21st century. And this is related with the age of ICT, right? Information and communication technology, right? This is related with the information and communication technology, which has brought artificial intelligence, right? Means networking जब से स्टार्ट हुई तो ये उसके साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, राइट? तो ये है. सो नेक्स्ट जो आने वाला है, अभी नेक्स्ट आएगा जो, वो भी इसी सेंचुरी में आ जाएगा. उसका स्टार्ट हो चुका है, that is 5.0, and that will be, you can say, in 21st century, right? It has started. That is related with the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, right? And use of the intelligent robotics along with the man. And those robotics will be able to communicate with the human beings also. So that is the next revolution which will come, right? So that is there. Is my voice audible to everybody, or there is some problem?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Akshay, beta, it may be problem from your end. Please check your internet connection and mic, etc. Right? So, beta, these are the 5 industrial revolutions, right? You must bear it in mind, remember it that these are the 5 industrial revolutions, right? And this concept of a smart factory is based on the industry 4.0, means it is the you can say, outcome of the fourth industrial revolution, the concept of smart factory. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss this introduction and concept of smart factory. Is it clear to everybody now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So bear it in mind, right? So this is the point. So the next is a introduction about the concept of smart factory. We will write that. Introduction, right, with the concept of a smart factory. Introduction with the concept of smart factory. In this, we will discuss that also, right? So let me write here concept of smart factory only. Right? So that is concept of smart factory. So as far as the concept of smart factory is concerned, as I have already told you that this concept of smart factory is the outcome of, we can say, industry 4.0. Right, so let me write here, because yesterday you expressed your desire that demand that I should try to write some points, right? So that is why. So beta, we can say that this smart factory is the outcome of fourth industrial revolution. Is the outcome of a fourth industrial revolution, which is known as fourth industrial revolution, right? Which is known as industry 4.0, right? Industry 4.0. So in a way, it is based on industry 4.0, the fourth industrial revolution, right? So in the fourth industrial revolution, or in industry 4.0, right? In industry 4.0, what is there? Number one, we can say, number one, the production systems are networked. Production systems are networked. Production systems are networked into cyber physical, right? Into cyber physical production systems. Cyber physical production systems, right? So the production will be done in a factory, and the various processes of the production will be interlinked, right? Networked, you can say, and those will work, you can say, autonomously. So that is there, right? Next, production system, you can say, production systems, components, and people. Production systems, components, and people, right? And people communicate with each other. Communicate with each other via network, right? Via network. So it means networking plus communication, right? This is the characteristic of this age, right? The third point is that people communicate. People communicate via network. People communicate via network, and production has become, we can say, become nearly autonomous, right? Production has become nearly autonomous. So this is the thing, this is important, which the industry 4.0 have brought for us, right? So networking and communication from distance. So this is important, which has been given to us by the industry 4.0, and which has made the concept of smart factory a reality, right? which has made the concept of smart factory a reality, right? So next, you can say that Internet of Things, which is called IoT, right? Internet of Things, IoT, right? Plays a key role, right? Plays a key role in this, we can say, in this concept. Plays a key role in this concept, right? So Internet of Things, beta, it means interlinking, yeah, networking of almost all things or various things, we can say, right? Various things, and which are enabled to communicate with each other also, right? So networking of various things, and which are enabled to communicate with each other also, right? So this we can say the networking of things is, right? So we can say Internet of Things, right? So Internet of Things involves two important, we can say, points, right? One point which is involved there, that is the networking of things, right? Networking of things, right? And the second thing which is involved there, that is, we can say, communication, their intercommunication, right? Their intercommunication, the things which have been networked, right? Their intercommunication. So this is what we mean by the Internet of Things, right? So this has made it possible. This has made it easy.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what is the basic difference in between these two, networking and intercommunication?
With the networking, in networking, you can say one thing is connected with the other, right? But you can say they cannot communicate independently with each other, right?
Okay, sir.
And in this, the two things communicate with each other, right? One thing, you can say, send the messages to other, right? Convey the messages to other, commands to other, right? And we can say can receive the feedback also, right? So that is there, right?
Yes, sir.
So Internet of Things are there, right? So we can say like that, right? So that is there, right? So there are so many automated things, automatic cars are now, right? So everything is, you can say, based on the Internet of Things technology only, right? Where communication is there between the two things, right? So you can say connectivity was already there, right? One thing was connected with the, we can say, other things, and those things were not able to communicate. That is why, because they were not able to communicate, so that is why the production was not, we can say autonomous, right? They were not able to work, we can say, autonomously, right? So that is there. Okay. So that is there basically. So the next point is that, uh, sorry, the next in discussion, that is, we can say, the next in discussion is, Nishank Beta, if you want to add something, you can, okay? Not a problem. So next thing is, we can say smart factory, right? Smart factory is smart is we can say a is the name of, we can say like that, right? Is the name of a smart manufacturing environment. Is the name of smart manufacturing environment, right? Smart manufacturing environment where we can say, right, where production facilities, right, and logistics systems, right? Logistics systems, production facility and logistics systems are organized are organized, with a, we can say, without human intervention, right? So they work automatically without human intervention, right? They work automatically, they work that way. So that is basically the concept of a smart, we can say, factory, right? That is the concept of smart factory that is there. So next in this, you can say, discussion will be ICT based, we can say the next is ICT based, right? Based, we can say, Internet of Things, ICT based IoT. Let me write IoT here. Internet of Things, right? And services, IoTs. Internet of Things and services, and cognitive ability, right? Cognitive ability enabled, right? Cognitive ability enabled machines, right? Machines are, we can say, underlying the concept of smart factory, right? Underlying the concept of smart factory. So this is there in a smart factory, right? One is in internet and communication technology based Internet of Things systems, and the cognitive ability of machines, right? So these are the underlying things in the concept of a smart factory, right? So these are underlying things in the concept of a smart factory, right? So next point is that in a smart factory, are you getting it, beta? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, beta. I am, you can say, avoiding the use of very much technical language so that you may be able to understand it, right? And that is even not required there, right? So in a smart factory, we can say the tools, in a smart factory, the tools, products and plant technology are plant technology are, we can say, equipped with we can say, integrating computer power, right? With integrating computing power, integrating computer power, right? Computing power, which enables the we can say, capturing, right? Which enables the capturing, processing, and forwarding, right? Capturing, processing, and forwarding of information, means data, right? In real time, and facilitates the production control, right? Production control. So beta, this is there in a smart factory, right? That you can say, the various tools, products, and production technology are, we can say, equipped with the integrating computing power, right? And then, so those systems capture the data, process the data, and forward the data automatically, right? In real time, we can say, real time information is spread immediately everywhere in the factory, right? And this way, the production control is facilitated in a smart factory, right? So that is there, right? So next thing is there. The next point is here. Simran, you seems little confused now.
No, sir, I'm getting.
Okay, you're getting.
Sir,
So next,
थोड़ा नवा लग रहा है जरूर.
Obviously, no one है. So
Yes.
smart factory involves, right? Involves the automation of everything, right? Everything from product design, right? From product design to manufacturing, the final product, to manufacturing of final product, right? Manufacturing of a final product through autonomous. Number one, product design, right? Product design will be done by the machines automatically. The next है supply of raw material, and stores, right? And stores from stock, and we can say automatic updation, and we can say replenishment of we can say of bins, right? Bins containing raw material and stores, right? Raw material, we can say, and stores, right? So बेटा इसमें क्या होगा बेटा कि जैसे एक मशीन के पास, right, there is a bin which contains the raw material, right? There is a bin which contains the raw material. So whenever we can say raw material is taken out of the bin, that is, we can say used, right? That will be taken out automatically by the machine. And whenever that is, we can say used, taken out, right? So immediately we can say updation will be done, right? In the we can say the store ledger also, right? So immediately updation will be done there, right? And when the quantity, right? And when the quantity, you can say, falls down a certain level, right? Then we can say immediately the message will reach to the we can say supply department, right? Message will reach to the supply department, right? And from that supply department, the material will be issued, you can say, and will reach the bin, we can say, automatically, right? So that means the human role will be ended, right? So automatically, right? Let's suppose, right, beta? Now I'm just taking another example, right? Beta, suppose this is a box in your kitchen, right, beta? This is a box in your kitchen, right? This is a box in your kitchen, right? So this box is this box contains, suppose, rice. This box contains rice, right, beta? So beta, you keep on you can say consuming the rice, using the rice from this box, right? And beta, you can say this box contains a sensor also, right? This box contains a sensor, we can say. This box contains a sensor, right? So it means beta, what will happen that this box contains a sensor, right? What may happen beta? So when the level of rice in your box, right, comes at this point, right? With a sensor, let's suppose, I'm just taking an example for you, right? With a sensor sends a signal, let's suppose, to the store, right? To the store, right? And then what will be there? Signal will reach there, right? And beta rice will be issued from this store to you can say to you can say fill this box again, right? So automatic things will happen, right? So you need not to take care, right? पहले क्या होता है कि हमारा कई दफा, ठीक है, मतलब कि ध्यान नहीं रहता, ठीक है, मतलब जब ये बिल्कुल खाली हो जाता है डिब्बा, मतलब तब हमें पता चलता है ना, जब हम नेक्स्ट टाइम जब हम राइस बनाने की सोचते हैं ना कि चलो आज राइस बनाते हैं, तो फिर हम देखते हैं कि डिब्बा तो खाली है ना, तो अब हम और लेके आए, ठीक है, दुकान से, तो वो वाली प्रॉब्लम है ये, राइट? सो ऑटोमेटिक सिग्नल सिस्टम है, राइट? इट इज विद द हेल्प ऑफ द सेंसर्स. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So is it okay, Nishank? Okay. So beta, this is there, right? So this will happen automatically, right? Which is important here. So we are writing here something. So this is there. Second is this, and third point is we can say that the third point is that we can say third is assembly line production, right? Assembly line production facilitated by, right? Facilitated by, we can say, network of, facilitated by, we can say network of, facilitated by network of various, right? By network of various processes, network of various processes involved in assembly, various processes involved in, we can say, assembly, right? Involved in assembly line, right? So this is there. So assembly line production, right? Assembly line production के अंदर बेटा क्या होता है कि अगर हम कार मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में ले लेते हैं, ये बेसिकली this was started by Henry Ford, right? So Henry Ford, the owner of the Ford car manufacturing company, right? Assembly line production was started with him, right? Assembly line production is something different, and in assembly line production in a smart factory and the assembly line production which was introduced by Henry Ford, these are two different concepts, right? These are two different things, right? At that time, Industry 4.0 was not there. So if I'm taking this beta, assembly line production. So let me take it. So assembly line production was, you can say, started by Henry Ford, right? Started by Henry Ford, and he got this idea. He got this idea, right, from a, you can say, meat factory from Chicago, right? From Chicago, right? Meat factory from Chicago. So what was there? What he saw there, beta? Actually, that was, you can say, butchering of the pigs was there, right? Butchering of the pigs was done there. And what was there? That you can say a pig was, right? A pig was, you can say, hanged on conveyor belt, right? A pig was hanged on conveyor belt, right? एक conveyor belt थी, conveyor belt के ऊपर जो pig था उसकी, ठीक है, we can say hanging की हुई थी, right? That was there, conveyor belt, right? And we can say, and each butcher, right? And each butcher, we can say, performed only a part of, right? Performed only a part of butchering the animal, right? Part of butchering the animal. So that was going there, right? Part of butchering the animal, that was going there. right? So it means what was there that you can say at machine, right? We can say the products keep on revolving like this in series 1 to 3, like that, right? And you can say at we can say different points, right? The persons who are responsible to perform the different tasks, right? So those are standing. One is here, another is here, another is here, right? Another is here. And when the product comes to, we can say a particular person, say we can say A in this series, right? So A will perform, we can say his part of the task, and then it will go to B, and B will perform his task, then it will go to C, C will perform his task, then it will go to D, and he will perform his task. So it means in this thing, right? So number one, what is there? The production becomes faster, right? So production faster hai, right? And number two, what is there? There is the benefit of specialization also, right? Every person is doing a specific job, right? Benefit of specialization also, right? And if the specialization is there, one person is doing one thing repeatedly, then obviously it will bring, we can say, efficiency, and it will bring economy also, right? It will bring efficiency and we can say economy also, right? It will bring efficiency and we can say economy also, right? So beta, that is basically it, right? To make it more simple, right? Let me explain it to you other way also. Suppose beta, I'm taking very simple example, not from the factory now, right? From general routine life, right? So beta, let's suppose you went to a function, right? And beta, in that function, beta, you can say for the when you start dining, right, taking dinner, you beta saw that various persons are standing, right, to look after the various items of dinner, right? Various items of dinner. Let's suppose this is the thing, right? So beta, first you can say picked up a plate, right? And you went in the series, right? You can say at this point, when you went at this point, right? Suppose this person is having, right? The responsibility of, the duty of this person is on salad, right, beta? Right? You can say he put salad in your plate, right? And you next you go, right? And beta, this person's, you can say, duty is on, let's suppose, right, dal, right? You can say he put some dal in your plate, right? And the next you go beta, this person's duty is on, suppose, some you can say sabzi, right? He put sabzi in your plate, right? And beta, this person's duty is, suppose, non-veg, right? Chicken, right? So he put chicken in your plate, right? And the next you go beta, this person's duty is on mutton, let's suppose, right? He put mutton in your plate, right? And this person's duty is on, let's suppose, the rice, right? He put rice in your plate, right, beta? And this person's duty is on, let's suppose, plain chapati, right? He put plain chapati in your plate, right? Plain chapati in your plate, right? And right, and suppose this person's duty is on, right, beta, other variety of chapati, let it say missi roti, kuch bhi keh lo, right? So he put it in your plate, right? And the next person's duty is on, let's suppose, ice cream, and he put ice cream in your plate, right? So the persons right? Ice cream, right? So it means what is there? So the persons enter from this side, right? And they keep on going in a line in a routine, right? So there is no, we can say, chaos, there is no disorder, there is no confusion at all, right? And फटाफट काम चल रहा है, लोग आ रहे हैं, निकले जा रहे हैं, right? So similarly beta assembly line production में रहता है, ठीक है? So it remains the same way in, we can say, assembly, you can say this line production, right? So that is there. Okay, so okay, actually Nishank beta, this is a, we can say standard example, na? And moreover this was the example from where you can say Henry Ford took the idea, so that is why that example would remain standard and would be taught everywhere, right? So now the next thing is assembly line production facilitated by network of various processes involved in the assembly line, right? So अब बेटा क्या था? बेटा इस in this chain, right? बेटा there were the men here, right? Here man, here man, here man standing, right? So बेटा let's suppose we remove the men from here, right? And we make the robots stand here. Okay, whenever some person will come near to it, the robot will sense, right? And robot will come in action, right? And that robot will deliver, we can say, dal sabzi roti, right? So that is the, we can say, automation, right? Autonomous work. Is it okay? समझ आई?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So beta,
Sir, means there should be no use of human in the
yes,
smart
beta.
factories. Okay.
Yes, beta, humans will not come in the, we can say, direct role of production, right? So, but
Ji.
you can say at the back end, supervision, everything will be done by the humans, huh? Supervision, commanding.
Yes,
So
sir.
beta, everything.
Plantation of factory and
Yes.
whatsoever
So,
raw materials.
yes, so many things are there, right? So this is there, right? So training, supervision, all these things will be involved from there, right? So beta, this is the point, right? So now the next point is, we can say, logistic movement in factory, right? So as far as this logistic movement in factory is concerned, right, that will also be done automatically by the machines, right? Logistic movement in factory, right? So driverless vehicles will be there, right, which will be transporting the material from one station to another in the factory, right? So that is there, right? Next, quality and accuracy check will be done by the machines, right? Quality and accuracy check will be done by the machines. And next, there is a real-time exchange of data and feedback. Real-time exchange of data and feedback. So that is basically, right, the real-time exchange of data and feedback. So this is what the smart factory will involve, right? So this is there, right? So in this we can say, in this the role of human beings, in this the role of we can say human beings, right, is reduced to, you can say, mere supervision, right? Mere supervision and training, right? Mere supervision and training, right? Right. So this is there, right? So supervision, uh, humans do supervision. Humans do supervision, right? From a control station in the factory, right? So there will be a control station, and from there humans will keep on doing the supervision, right? So that will be there, right? So next, I would write here, The next is that we can say so smart factory. So smart factory is a highly, you can say highly digitalized and connected environment, right? And connected environment where machinery, right? Where machinery and equipment are able to, right? Are able to, we can say, communicate, right? Communicate and improve processes right? Communicate and we can say improve processes through, right? Improve processes through we can say automation and self-optimization. Through automation and self-optimization, right? Self-optimization. So that will be there, right? Automation and self-optimization. So it is even extended, we can say, beyond just physical, right? Beyond just physical production of goods and services into physical production of goods and services into, right? Goods and services into functions, we can say, right? Into functions like planning, into functions like planning, we can say, right? Supply chain logistics, right? Supply chain logistics and product development. So everywhere there will be automation, right? Product development, etc. So this is so everywhere there will be, we can say, automation will be there, right? So it is actually the application of it is actually, because beta, yes, one thing is important here, beta. Smart factory concept has its origin in the industry 4.0, but next in the industry 5.0 also it is not going to end, right? It will be further improved instead, right? So it is beginning from the industry 4.0, right? So beta, it is actually, we can say, it is actually the application of artificial intelligence, right? At factory level, that creates a, you can say, that creates a, right? Dynamic, that creates a dynamic, we can say, production environment, that creates dynamic production environment, and we can say desired results, there, right? And desired results. So this is about the smart factory, right? So yes, big data introduction, also handling huge amount of data, right? So cloud computing also there, right? Cloud networking, we can say, that is also part of this, right? So everything is going to help in this, right? So exchange of information, etc., etc. So beta, this is the concept of a smart factory in brief. It is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So would you be able to write on this if the question is asked?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the next thing is there, that is the, we can say, benefits, right? And challenges. The next we will enter into that, right? Okay. So the next thing is there that we can say benefits, right? So as far as the benefits are concerned, so as far as the benefits are concerned, right? Benefits. Beta, I would like to divide its benefits into three parts. Right? I would like to divide its benefits into three parts. So, one is beta benefit to the entrepreneur. Second is benefit to the customer or consumer. And third is benefit to the society. Right? So we will divide it into three parts. Right? So one is benefit to entrepreneur. Right? So as far as benefit to entrepreneur is concerned, we will discuss the points here. Right? Benefit to entrepreneurs. Discuss the points here. And the second is benefit to individuals, to consumers or customers. To customers, let us say that. To customers. Right? So the next thing is benefit to society. Right? Benefit to society. So these are the three parts, right? I have divided to explain the benefits. Right? So one is to entrepreneur. What will be the benefit to entrepreneur? The first thing is efficiency. Efficiency in production. Right? Production become faster, and the entrepreneur will be able to produce more with the same amount of the resources. Right? So that is there. The next is ease of manufacturing. Ease of manufacturing. Right? So a reduction in accidents. Right? Reduction in accidents at the factory floor. Right? Reduction in accidents at the floor of the factory. Right? So next is cost reduction will be there, because there will be optimization, there will be more efficiency, right? There will be less wastage of resources, right? So that is why cost reduction will be there, less consumption of energy, that is why cost reduction will be there. Next is solution to labor problems. The Western world is facing the labor issue today, right? Solution to labor problems. What are the various solutions, problems? What are the various labor problems, I can say? Number one is that we can say scarcity, right? Because their population is going down in the Western world, right? They have already, you can say, crossed the replacement level even. So that is why they have the labor shortage problem, right? So that is the one issue, right? And second thing is that we can say one is the scarcity, right? And second thing is the problem of the labor turnover, right? Labor turnover. So when you can say train a particular person for a particular job, right? So then he shifts, you can say, somewhere else, leave your company and shift somewhere else, leave your factory, right? And that is why then you have to again recruit somebody, again recruit, you can say, train that person, and that will involve a lot of cost also, right? So turnover problem. And third is the problem of the, we can say, requisite skilled men, right? Men of requisite skill. So sometimes you are not able to find those, right? Men of requisite skills. So sometimes you are not able to, you can say, those things, right? And the next thing is sometimes there is a confrontation with the management of the workers, right? Confrontation with management. So all these problems will be solved, right? यहाँ तो मशीन होगी, उसने तो कोई, ठीक है, कुछ नहीं करना, ठीक है? So confrontation with the management will be reduced. So these are the various issues, right? Right. And next is they have to do one-time investment in the machine, right? And repeated wages are not required to be paid to the workers, right? So these are the things, right? So solution to labor problems. Is it clear? Okay. So now,
Yes, sir.
yes. So now the next point is that safer, efficient, and more reliable operations. Safer, efficient, and more reliable operations. Reliable operations, right? And more reliable operations. Okay. So that is there. Next is increase in productive floor space. Productive floor space, right, Peter? So when there will be, we can say, when the human beings will work at the floor space, more floor space will be required, right, to avoid the accidents there, right? And when the human beings are replaced with the machines, then the floor space required becomes lesser. Okay? So there was a, we can say, factory, right? We can say a company, right? Named a company named GE Healthcare, GE Healthcare, right? GE Healthcare. When you can say when began their transition to smart factory or smart, we can say, manufacturing, right? They saw 66%, we can say, increase in 66% increase in, we can say, productive floor space, right? 66% increase in productive floor space. So that was there. So it means with this, the floor space is also increased. So that is there. Next is you can say facilitates on-demand production, right? It facilitates on-demand production, right? So thus reducing the cost of inventories, right? So next is we can say making manufacturing right more competitive, making manufacturing more competitive. So that is there. So this is one part of the list, you can say, right? So first let us talk on this, right? So beta, you can say one thing is, right, the new opportunity which it will bring, right? That will be research and development, right? Research and development in the field of artificial intelligence and Internet of Things and services. So that is the new opportunity which it will bring, right? To make it further, you can say, better. So one opportunity is this, right? So beta, second opportunity is there, that is the you can say manufacturing of you can say machines and equipments, right? Machines and equipments which will be, right, which will be suitable for this, we can say, right, autonomous production, which will be suitable for this autonomous production specifically for that purpose, right? And the next thing will be, right, repair and maintenance of such equipments, right? And the next thing is that it will open a new field in the, we can say, academics, professional education and research, right? Professional education and research, right? The next thing is better training facilities, right? To train such manpower, right? To train such manpower to you can say feed the demand from industry, right? To feed the demand from industry, that is there. And the next opportunity in this line, we can say that you can say building of infrastructure required for this. That will be the next opportunity, right? आप इनको challenges में भी ले सकते हैं. Building of infrastructure required for this. So these are the various opportunities which I am seeing, right? Which I am envisioning, which will come with this change, right? So still we are, you can say, discussing on this. What will be its benefit to, we can say, entrepreneur, right? So still we are discussing that point. So the next will be, you can say, connected factories. In this, the next benefit will be, we can say, connected factory. Factory means workspaces, right? So connected factories, right? अगर आपकी 2 factories, 3 factories हैं, so those will be connected, right? Connected factories, right? Which will lead to, right? So connected factories will lead to, we can say, will lead to, we can say, ease of location of, right? Ease of location of, number 1, labor, right? Number 2, Number 2, we can say material, right? Number 3, we can say that machines, right? Machines. And number 4, we can say movable assets in real time. So also we would be able to locate all these things in the real time, right? So the next benefit, I think, would be, right? The next benefit, I think, would be, we can say, distributed, or we can say decentralized production or manufacturing, right? So beta, इसकी मैं आपको example देता हूँ बेटा. There was a time, मैं आपको एक बहुत सिंपल एग्जांपल देता हूँ, प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल देता हूँ. देयर वाज ए टाइम बेटा, जो हमारा ट्रिब्यून पेपर था ना, वो बेटा चंडीगढ़ से पब्लिश होता था, प्रिंट होता था, राइट? और फिर चंडीगढ़ से प्रिंट होने के बाद फिर वो बेटा कंट्री में डिफरेंट प्लेसेस पे उसकी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होती थी. सुबह सुबह गाड़ियाँ निकलती थी रात के 12 बजे के बाद, राइट? और 3-4 बजे तक हर जगह वो डिलीवर कर देते थे, राइट? सो दैट वाज देयर. सो ऐसा होता था, राइट? सो इट मीन्स द printing place was only Chandigarh, and that was centralized job, right? So now beta, after you can say this revolution in the, we can say, current age of networking and communication, right? So beta, वो करते क्या है बेटा, they, you can say, compile the entire matter at Chandigarh, right? And that entire matter through the networking, right, is sent to Bathinda, and they have their printing press in Bathinda now, right? And the newspaper for this particular region, right, is printed at Bathinda only, and that is distributed locally, right? Bathinda, Faridkot, Mansa, Muktsar, right, Abahur, Ganganagar, you can say Sirsa, Dabwali. So beta, in all these districts, right, so the newspaper is distributed locally. So it has reduced the chances of accidents, number one, right? It has reduced the cost of distribution, number two, right? And right, and next, it has reduced the, you can say, other costs as well, right? And the efficient delivery, efficient and timely delivery to the, we can say, the readers is also there. So this is the benefit of this thing, right? Distributed production has become possible now. Okay, you know now that Tribune is now published at Bathinda also, sorry, printed at Bathinda also, right? Ajit paper is also printed at Bathinda now. So beta, these are the benefits which we are experiencing today, right? So next thing is beta, you can say automation of right, automation of bin replenishment, right? Bin replenishment, right? Helps continuous, helps we can say continuous non-stop, continuous non-stop production, right? Non-stop production, and thus saving the cost involved in shutting down and restarting of the plant, right? Due to the you can say due to the non-availability of raw material or stores. Okay, non-availability of raw material or stores in time, right? Raw material or stores in time, right? Or stores in time. So that is also the benefit of this thing, you can say, right? So next benefit is, we can say, flexibility in operations, right? Flexibility in operations. That is the next benefit, we can say, which is there, right? So flexibility in operations is there. Next is real-time data availability, which helps in improving the, we can say, quality and reliability. Real-time availability of data, real-time availability of data helps in improving the quality, right? Helps in improving the quality and we can say reliability, right? Accuracy improvement also there, right? So this is there, right? So we can say the next benefit to the entrepreneurs, I am writing yet. Okay, next benefit to the entrepreneurs, that is, we can say, faster data-driven decision making. Faster, we can say, data-driven decision making, right? So immediately you can get information. Information will reach you, right? With accuracy, more accuracy in decision making, because that will be based on the real-time information, right? And next is better minimization of waste, right? Minimization of waste also. So these are the various benefits, we can say, right, which will be there. And next we can say that shorter production cycle, right? Production cycle will be completed in a short period of time. Shorter production cycle, right? So these are the various benefits which the entrepreneur will get from this smart factory concept, right? So is it clear to everybody, beta?
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
next is, okay, good, beta. The next point is that benefits to customers, right? Let us work on that also, right? So what are the various benefits to customers? From this we can say, as far as the benefits to customers are concerned, number one, the customers would be able to get the quality products, right? Quality products. One is that, right? And the next is they will be able to get the customized products, right? Customized products. So it would be easier for now. Customized products would be possible, right? And the next is that greater accuracy in products. Next is that low price, because the cost will be reduced, cost will come down, right? Lower price. And next is, we can say, greater reliability, and it will improve the delivery also, faster delivery, because the production will be done faster, right? So these are the various benefits which the customers will get, right? Various benefits which the customers will get, right? So this is there. And the benefits to, we can say, society. What are the various benefits to the society, we can say, right? To society. Number one, it will bring new opportunities, right? Will bring new opportunities. Society के लिए new opportunities आएंगी, right? Will bring new opportunities to prepare, to, we can say, train, लिख देते हैं, to train, we can say, digital skilled, right? Digital skilled, right? Skilled manpower to bridge, right? To bridge the we can say, to bridge the digital, talent gap, right? Talent gap, because there will be digital talent gap there when this process will start. Means there will be no sufficient number of trained manpower to meet the demand of the industry. There will be one time, right? So beta, it will open a new window of opportunities for the society in terms of training the, we can say, digitally skilled manpower to fill the digital talent gap, right? So which will be created by this change in the society, right? Gap, can say, created by this change, right? Created by this change there. So this is the one point, right? So next will be beta, new opportunities, right? Opportunities of employment in the, right? We can say, in the field of new opportunities of employment in the field of, right? In the field of, we can say, training in the form of training, and we can say infrastructure operation, right? Infrastructure operation, right? Infrastructure operation for development of a digital talent gap, for development of, we can say, digital skilled manpower, right? Digital skilled manpower. So उसके लिए हमें एक नए infrastructure की जरूरत पड़ेगी, नए trained persons की जरूरत पड़ेगी, right? So next benefit will be, you can say, optimum utilization, right? Or better utilization of a, right? Better utilization of a societies, we can say, the scarce capital resources, right? Scarce capital and other resources. scarce capital and other resources by minimizing the wastage and improving efficiency in production. So that will help us in improving, right? And improving efficiency in production, right? So that is there, improving efficiency in production, right? So it will lead to saving of energy also, which is the biggest issue, saving of energy also. So in this way, this will be friendly to the environment also, right? So this way, this will be friendly to the environment also, right? So environment good, right? Environment friendly technique bhi ho sakti hai, right? Friendly to the environment also. Next, in society there will be higher productivity, right? Because the level of production will increase, right? And this is there, right? Isko hum eco sustainable production bhi keh sakte hain, environment friendly, right? So that will be much better term, I think, right? We can use the term here, eco sustainable, right? Eco sustainable production, right? Eco sustainable production, right? So that production which will not harm the ecology, right? So that is there. So these are the various benefits and opportunities for the, you can say, society now, right? So next is challenges in this sector. Next is the challenges, right? So as far as the challenges are concerned, is it clear, beta? Do anybody wants to ask anything?
Clear, sir.
Okay. So the next is challenges, beta. Next is challenges, right? So as far as the challenges are concerned, beta, one challenge is, we can say, it will reduce the chance of, right? Reduce the chance like scope like that. It will reduce the scope of jobs for unskilled persons, right? For unskilled persons, and the persons who are the machine operators at present, those will be freed, right? So in some way, right, in one particular sector, it may lead to unemployment also, because the persons who are illiterate, so where will they go, right? So that is the one problem. Next, we can say job roles for human beings are becoming more complex, right? Job roles for human beings are becoming more complex and challenging as we can say repeatable, right? As repeatable roles will not be there, for them, right? So that is there, right? So repeatable roles will be taken over by the machines. Let us write that will be taken over by machines, right? So पहले क्या होता था कि repeatable roles होते थे, तो हम एक ही काम को हम बार बार करते थे और हमें आसानी होती थी, right? हम used to हो जाते थे, right? So अब क्या है, अब उनके लिए challenging roles आ जाएंगे. So that is the next thing. And next is, we can say, threat to artisans also. They will become free, because that their job will be taken by the machines now. Threat to artisans also, right? And next will be, we can say,
सर आर्टिसंस सर
बेटा जो कारीगर होते हैं, जो हाथ से काम करते हैं, राइट?
ओके
हाँ, जो बेटा आपकी भी फैक्ट्री होगी जहाँ पर आप फर्नीचर बनाते होगे ना, तो वहां पर आज जो लोग, हाँ, वहां पर बेटा आज जो काम कर रहे हैं लोग, तो तो जब ऐसी मशीनें आ गई तो फिर आप उनकी छुट्टी कर दोगे ना?
Yes.
हाँ, ये रहता है. So next is we can say capital requirement. So that is the biggest challenge, right? To fulfill the capital requirement for, right, conversion of a conventional factory into a smart factory. Conventional factory into a smart factory will require capital investment, right? And that will be a problem, right, for developing countries, right? And that will be a problem for developing countries, right, that are facing the problem of capital inadequacy, right? Problem of capital inadequacy they are facing now, already facing, right? So that will be there, right? Facing the problem of capital inadequacy, right? So it is there. So the next is better the need for we can say need for skilled and we can say right, need for skilled digital, we can say skilled digital, right, workers, we can say work, right, instead of manual work, right? So manual work नहीं रहेगा, अब factories में skilled work आ जाएगा, manual work, right? So to prepare humans, right, human beings for such roles is also a challenge, right? So to prepare human beings for such roles is also a challenge, right? Yes, also a challenge. Okay, so Nishant, you are working on these things. Okay, who is the topper? Yes, engineers remain topper. We accept it. So such roles is also a challenge, right? So that is there. So next is human beings need to we can say adjust or adapt, right? Adjust or adapt to work of future, right? Work of future, which will be significantly different from, right? Which will be significantly different from today's work. Right? So they must have to prepare for that, right? Today's work, right? So it will influence the human factors in 4 ways. It will influence the human factor in 4 ways, right? So it will influence the human factor in 4 ways. Number 1 is, we can say, tools and technologies. One is that. And number 2 is, we can say, right? That you can say infrastructure, right? So become used to with the new infrastructure, right? Right? Because the infrastructure would be novel and changed, we can say, right? And third is, we can say, new working environment. Working environment will be changed entirely, right? So humans have to adjust with that. And next, we can say, organizational cooperation will also be changed now. The nature of organizational cooperation will also be changed now, right? So in these things, the men have to adapt themselves or prepare themselves for that, right? So organizational cooperation will also change now, right? So this is there, beta. So these are the various challenges, right? So challenges are not such big. Challenges are only related with the infrastructure training and you can say, manpower, right? And what about the, we can say, roti-roji of those who are the illiterate, right? Who are not able to, you can say, work in such an environment, right? So who will become free by the transformation of the, you can say, today's work with the future work, right? Which will be based on the automation entirely. So these are the main challenges we can say, right? So we can say that to conclude, right? To conclude, we can say, to conclude, we can say, right? To conclude, I would like to say that that we can say life is a dynamic process. Life is dynamic. Life is dynamic. Change is unavoidable. Change is unavoidable. Right? Change is unavoidable. So we can say, right? So every day, some new challenges and new developments occur. And new developments occur, right? So man is striving for making his future, making his life, we can say, more prosperous and comfortable, right? Most prosperous, safer, and comfortable. So the new innovations, we can say, in every field, innovation in every field are coming up. Okay. So world is shrinking today. Right? So we can say, right? So positive changes, which help in the betterment of life are always welcome, right? Right? Though some temporary or short term, or we can say, right, short term challenges are there, which are required to be encountered, right? While transforming, we can say conventional factory into smart factory, right? But for the sake of, right? Seeing the, we can say, seeing the short term or temporary challenges of the transition, right? Uh, it is not, right? It is not wisdom. To deny the, right? To deny the long term benefits. Right? Long-term benefits, right? The best way is to find the solutions of the find the solutions of the challenges emerging from this trend of transitioning, right? This trend of transitioning factories into smart factories, right? Into smart factories, or transitioning into smart factories, you can write. Transitioning into smart factories, right? Transitioning into smart factories, right? So, right? So, that is the purpose, right? So we need to face it, we need to accept the challenges. The challenges are only temporary, these are only during the period of the transition only, right? So once we may have to feel pain for the short term, but in the long term, that is going to pay us a lot, right? So eco-sustainable production is the need of the time, right? So this will help in that also, right? Eco-sustainable production, right? And the energy conservation, and the energy conservation is the need of the time, right? Energy conservation or saving is the need of the time, and this new concept of right, may help a lot, in that also, right? May help a lot in that also. So this is to conclude here, right? So this is to conclude here. Is it okay, beta?
Yes, sir. Please wait for 1 minute. We have to finish.
Okay, wait, Raj. Actually, today I'm feeling little body ache. That is why I may not continue after this. So there is time.
No problem, sir.
Means, Nishank, what do you want to say, yeah? Okay, physics optional, all India rank 1. Okay, good.
Sir, in district Bathinda, nearby village Ballo's girl, she has 352 rank, and she is a farmer's daughter.
Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
No problem, beta. People are there who you can say work in very, you can say, difficult situations, and they come, right? And this is also farmer's son, according to Nishan. All India rank 1 is also farmer's son. Okay. So, beta, there was a girl once I have seen. They were having only one room and one washroom, right? And in that single room, the entire family used to live there. Entire family used to cook there, right? Entire family used to sleep there and do everything there. So, and that girl, what she was doing, that you can say, after the other family members, right? You can say complete their washing process. So then she used to sit in the washroom, and she used to study there during the day and during the night also, right? And she, you can say, got a good rank in this, and she became an IAS officer. So not an issue. Those who have the commitment, they can do in very hard conditions also. They're always ready to face the hardships. No? So that's why.
Really great, sir. Some people are really great.
Yes. So that is why not an issue, right? So people do like that, right? So you can say. Yes.
Determination matter करदी है ना sir उन्हों दी
Yes.
कि
Yes, beta.
hard conditions stand करदियां दे सामने.
Yes, beta. A few days ago, I was, you can say, reading that you can say one boy failed, you can say, 8 times during his school days, right? And he you can say, went through this civil services examination, and he became, and we can say, IPS officer, right? And one more guy from UP, right? He was used to polish the boots, shoe polishing, right? Sitting on the roadside, right? And that boy qualified the UPSC examination. So beta, there you will find a number of examples like this.
Yes, sir. So many examples are there like this.
Yes. So you will find a number of examples, but the only thing is that we remain motivated for only few hours, right? And after that, again, we return to normal, right? So that is the basic problem, right? So आपका मोटिवेशन लेवल ना सेम नहीं रहता हमेशा, ठीक है? आज आपकी मोटिवेशन का लेवल काफी हाई है, मुझे मालूम है। आज आप देख रहे हो ये फार्मर का बेटा, ये है ना, और 2-3 दिन में फिर आप वही नॉर्मल पे आ जाओगे कि चलो खाओ पियो सोते हैं, देखेंगे फिर बाद में, है ना? सो ये रहता है बेसिकली, दैट इज द मेन प्रॉब्लम बेटा, ठीक है? Imran, you should also contribute something here in this discussion, right? If it is not possible to, you can say on your mic, then you can send some message even, right? Type some message and send it. Beta, eco-sustainable production is that production which doesn't harm, or we can say, ecology, environment, right? So that is the eco-sustainable production. Okay. Clear, Akshay, beta?
Sir, but ਜਿਹੜੇ unskilled workers ਦੀ unemployment ਹੋਏਗੀ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋਏਗੀ, and like in developing countries,
yes,
means
yes,
this
that
percentage is more of unskilled workers.
Yes, that Kamal beta, see beta, this will be an opportunity, right, to prove that agriculturists are better than engineers, right? So this is a challenge for you, right? So work smartly and work hard, right, to prove that we agriculturists are better than engineers. So right, so actually Kamal sent a message, na, Sir Nishank is saying that engineers, you can say, top